and welcome to this beautiful house. So I wanted to take you around this beautifully new developed house here in Los Angeles that we have developed with my husband from Sketch Design Development. So I kind of lived through the whole life cycle of demolishing the previous house and then building and taking decisions. And today I want to take you around, show you the different choices that we've made, explaining why. And at the end of this video, I will share the 5 things that I have learned throughout this whole process that took around 18 months. And I hope it's going to be beneficial for you. Let's go. So let's start with this formal living room area. We have chosen these beautiful Mario Bellini iconic sofas. They're extremely comfortable. I love these sofas, as you can see. And then we have decided to go for neutral colors, black, white, because the rest of the house is very much wood with the wooden floors. Here is the dining room area. We have decided to leave it for 4 seats. Obviously, it's also possible to put a longer table. We just wanted to have some space and be able to flow around the house. We also have this beautiful kitchen, which is from Italy. This is a beautiful marble. It is waterfall in both sides and it is 10 feet long. So we have about 6 seatings in this section. This is the countertop, which is marble as well, and the backsplash. As you can see, it goes all the way to the top and you have a huge amount of storage, which is great, as well as on this side. So I am also a big fan of this kitchen because it does have a hidden pantry and laundry as well as a pocket door. So you get the light from the window over here, and this pocket door has glass which lets the light go in, which we love. So we have this beautiful skylight which is operable with its own remote control. It also has sensors, so whenever it starts raining, it closes automatically, which we love. Not that it rains often in LA, but you never know. One of my favorite features of this whole house is this. So this is a wireless charger. So I can just put my phone over here on top and it just charges it. We love that for guests. And we also have this option where you can plug your computer, do some work, plug anything you want really. And I just love this feature. It just makes the whole space so much more usable, user-friendly. And you know, it's just the small touches like that that make everybody's life easier, you know. And these are 10-feet ceilings. I am 5'7" for reference. You can see how beautiful this space is. And now we have a 13-foot ceiling for this secondary living room area that's open to the outdoor backyard. So this secondary living room gives access to the master bedroom. But first, I want to talk about these gorgeous doors. We had so many compliments about these beautiful doors. We really love the design that goes throughout the whole house. As you can see over here, you have some wood panel over there, which is kind of a signature of the house, and this additional storage area as well, which has been built in. Here is the master bedroom that gives access to the backyard and the jacuzzi, and the master bathroom over here. So we have these gorgeous accordion doors that open all the way, and then you have access to a very beautiful, peaceful backyard with a jacuzzi, which is a good size. So here are 5 things that I have learned throughout this whole process. So we at the beginning just bought a house which has been demolished, and we rebuilt everything from scratch. And the whole process took around 18 months, more or less. It is my husband's full-time job and business, so it's totally fine. But I would say that if you can afford to save yourself the stress of this whole process, I would definitely go and buy a new built house because of the time it takes time. There is multiple processes. There is inspections throughout the whole process, which is kind of stressful because if the inspection doesn't pass, the whole work needs to stop for a week or two, sometimes even longer. As I said, it's Ali's full-time job, so it's his business, so it's totally fine. But if you are thinking of buying a house and rebuilding it just for you, it's going to take so much longer than you think, and it's just going to be very stressful. So it's really up to you. But I'm the type of person that if I can avoid additional stress in my life, I'll do it. So just to make it more clear, if both of the person in the relationship are already working full time and want to take on a whole building project on a side, I would totally avoid it. If it's not your job and your specialty, it's just going to take so many years and can add a toll and a lot of stress. That being said, it took us only 18 months, but it's because it's Ali's business, and so that was his primary responsibility, which is really great. Another tip is make sure to work with the right professionals, whether it's architects, designers, contractors, subcontractors. It is so key to be very aware of the plans and the decisions that are being made, because how good an architect is or subcontractor is, at the end of the day, it's your home. So you have to be really aware of what's going on. We had actually a happy mistake that ended up happening. We did not notice the depth of the secondary living room. We thought it was going to be all in one floor level. But we ended up having an additional step, and it ended up being such a happy mistake because we just love the space that it has created, which at the end of the day was a great thing. But it just made us conscious of the fact that it's very important to be aware of what's going on because it's your house at the end of the day. So really having a good understanding is key, and getting a recommendation from people that have work going on and recommending contractors and subcontractors is really key. So the advantage that we have is that we do most of the work in-house and have professionals that we have experience working with, and built a team that way, which helped keep the process tight and the timeline tight as well. So that's the advantage that we got. But if you're doing the project on your own, lean on recommendations for sure. So the third point is to be really well organized and order in advance anything that you need. For example, the cabinetry for the kitchen took us 6 months to receive from Italy. So it was important to get them on time based on the overall timeline. So don't leave the furnitures for later. Furnitures, kitchen, all of these things can take months and months, sometimes 6 months to get delivered. And and it's important for you to be aware of that. The whole process took 18 months in total, so the best thing to do is to have a list of everything that you need. And the great thing is that you can buy that when it sells, so Christmas sale or whatever sales happen, and then you can just place your orders at this time. So that's the advantage of working on a long-term project, is that you can get some good deals along the way, but don't leave that for the last minute for sure. The fourth thing that I have learned throughout this whole process is that I am very grateful that I was able to rely on my husband for a lot of the decisions, whether it is, what kitchen, what marble, etc. And so in the relationship, if someone is more organized or has this decision making muscle, I think that it's great to be able to rely, depending on that taste, of course, but to be able to rely on one of the partner for this type of decision, it's just going to make the process so much smoother. And I think that it's great to use each other's strong points or strong characteristics. So lastly, I would say it's important not to compromise whether some criteria would make a house your dream house, whether it's an additional garage space, a pool, a location. It's important for you to determine what's most important to you and not compromise on these. I hope this helped and that you enjoyed this home tour. Feel free to leave comments if you have any questions, and please subscribe to my channel. See you soon.